Hello there. Welcome to Ewok Talk, a podcast about all things Star Wars. Hi guys, welcome back again. I am Nicholas Koss, and today I'm joined by
Muhammad Salahin.
And I'm Diana Dizon.
At the top of the podcast, I thought it would be fun to just share our favorite Star Wars films and why. So mine is Attack of the Clones. I mean, a lot of different reasons. Mostly just because I saw it in theaters. That was the first one I saw in theaters, and I don't know, I love it. I mean, a lot of people hate it, and I will fight them. Mo?
Can I get like a double feature, like Attack of the Clones and Revenge of the Sith? Just give me the warm fuzzies, you know. Similarly, because I was also in the prime of my youth when they came out. What was that, like 2007? 2004? I don't know.
2007, no.
I don't know when. The point is, I was like a young flower, you know, and I remember them so both of those, 2 and 3.
I was under the impression that we could pick any Star Wars movie. So I haven't seen the original trilogy in a very long time, so those are not included here. I think a lot of people will not be happy with this response, but I gotta go with Rogue One. Honestly, I really like Rogue One. I think of all the Star Wars movies I've seen lately, especially, it gave me the most like Star Wars feeling. So,
But they got no Jedi.
I don't think a Star Wars movie really requires that.
Well, now you've made them mad.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, Mandalorian hasn't had any real Jedi yet, so...
Yeah. I just think that it was fun to watch. It has its issues, for sure. Some of the writing is fucking grating. But overall, I do enjoy that movie. I enjoy the plot. I enjoy the cast for the most part. I think Diego Luna is cool.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Yeah,
I like that movie a lot.
He's been fighting that fight since he was 6 years old. All right. So let's move on to The Mandalorian, Season 2, Episode 11 and 12. I mean, there's a lot that happened.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy. I know, like, we're only doing this every couple of weeks, but gosh, there is so much to talk
They're
about.
so dense.
First up, I mean, Mo, you owe me $20.
Okay, all
Boba
right.
Fett was not in there.
Can we address this right off the bat?
He wasn't even in 4. Like, we just made the bet for 3, but he wasn't in 3 or 4.
You need to start reading between the lines, because I feel that Bo-Katan, it's there, okay? I did the math.
Just because there's a Bo in her name doesn't mean
That
that.
doesn't mean anything.
You'll see. It's revealed that Bo-Katan's actually Boba Fett later on. Trust me.
I don't think that's it.
Yeah, he transitioned.
Yeah,
It's
I
true.
really highly doubt that.
You can see it. Fine.
He
Okay, we'll see.
transitioned into a white woman? Is that what you're telling me?
Yes. Look, we'll see Tamora Morrison explain why this happens in episode, what are we on? 5 or 6. I'm telling you. Another bet. Double or nothing. $40.
Wait, 5 or 6. So he's got to be in 5 or 6.
He's gonna be in
Double or
5 or
nothing.
6. Double or nothing. $40.
I will take that. All right. Also, before we get into it more, I just want to reiterate that I can't stand that character, Pelimoto. I know she wasn't in these episodes, but gosh dang. I watched those episodes again more recently, and Amy Sedaris is just unbearable.
Yeah, you think you get used to it because you know that she's going to be on screen. And
It's
it's like,
so
I've seen it before.
Bad.
But it's just like every time, it's like, I can't get over the fact.
Like, I just want her to, like, get jettisoned out into space.
Wow. I'm starting to feel like sympathy for Amy Sedaris against
No,
you
I know.
horrible people.
She's a fine person,
Now
I'm sure.
I'm starting to like the character more because you guys are talking so much shit about it. I'm like, yeah, I don't know.
No, watch the episodes again. I assure you,
no,
you will
watch
not
it.
enjoy
Because
her.
like, I'm a pretty reasonable person,
Yeah.
you know?
I'm going to make a fan edit of all the best Amy Sedaris moments when the season's over.
There are none. But what about these episodes?
Well, you know, one thing at the top of the third episode, I really liked, and I touched on it a little bit last time. Physics, man. Physics are back. You know, they got those re-entry physics when he was coming in on Trask, and he was coming in the worst shape, and it was all messed up. And the thing I want to say is, because they entered that element of an atmosphere and having to get in and out, you guys can't get mad at me. When I say it's fucking dumb to have your engines on the entire time you are flying through space. That doesn't make any sense. Right? Can we just talk about that?
I have nothing to say about
I have
that.
nothing to say about that
You
either.
guys
I'm sorry.
are the youth of America are being disserviced by
youth
Disney
of
Star
America
Wars. The youth of
are-
America.
We're not learning about proper astrophysics.
I'm
just
happy.
don't- I
I'm
don't-
sad. Fine, we
Look,
can leave
I love
it.
you, and I respect that you care about this, but I don't give a fuck. I mean,
we are recording, right? He did say he loved me. Okay, cool.
okay, cool. All right. But I do love that crash landing sequence. That was great, and
Yeah,
that
I
really
thought it was very
it
funny.
really got me. I was on the subway and I laughed out loud when they plopped into the water.
Oh no, I love that dude on the dock with his hands around his. He
He
looks
was
like
just
that
are you
meme.
fucking kidding me? Like
know
that
that
ain't
meme?
my job. I'm like, he just walks away after they fall.
Like
in
that's the
thing.
thing is that no one else is reacting to this whole fucking thing, and like it happens, and it's like typical day.
Another
Not
day here
again.
on Trask. Right?
Yep. He's like, really?
It's the moon of Trask.
Oh, my bad. I think also, can we get that spliced into here where you hear the dock worker's voice? Because it is literally played by Nick Koss. Like, he sounds exactly like, well, I can't fix it.
Yeah, I'll try. No, I can't.
I'll refuel it. Yeah.
I'll fill her up.
If it takes fuel.
I was very happy to see that Frog Lady found McGoogles. That's a primo Max Keeble reference for all y'all out there. I know you guys can't see our rundown, but I have a beautiful picture of McGoogles on here. So if you could please just search the term Max Keeble's Big Move, McGoogles the Frog.
This is now a Max Keeble's Big Move themed podcast.
Yeah, we're moving on to bigger and better things.
To high sci-fi.
Okay.
I mean, it's clearly the same actor. Like, look at the picture. Is it not?
They do have a resemblance, but also they're frogs. So, like, it's not that hard.
Yeah, okay.
That's
I
racist
don't
against
know.
frogs.
We never really hear the male talk too. Well, I guess we do a little bit.
I thought it was very sweet when they saw each other, though.
Yeah,
When
it
it was
was
like
adorable.
yeah, it was very cute. You can't deny it.
Very nice.
I love the handshake he gave him with grasping both of the hands.
That's how
I'm
they-
so grateful.
That's a common thing. They greet that way.
Yeah, that's how they
It's
shake
pretty
hands.
cool.
Oh, I just can't get over though, like this relationship where he will say something to them, and whatever they say, it doesn't matter at all. Like he doesn't understand the word.
How do they understand him, but they can't speak any like basic English at
I
all?
was thinking about it. It's basically like, oh no, actually, it doesn't make any sense at all.
I don't know. I really don't know.
Is
I
it
don't know,
English? What is it? Galactic Standard? Is that
I
what
think
it's
it's just called Galactic Basic. Yeah.
Yeah, Galactic. Oh, there you go.
I
Fucking
think.
Brits.
I don't know. What do you guys think of the planet Trask?
I loved it. I thought it was great. Well, it's the moon of Trask.
Oh,
Strike
shit.
two. Strike
Oh,
two.
crap. You got
And
me.
yeah, I know,
Fake
it's,
Star Wars fan.
It was just so like not like gorgeous in the way you would think like a beautiful scenery or whatever like that, but it was it reminded me of Sweeney Todd, just very dirty gray London, and it just went so well with the Mandalorian like armor that we see later. It was just very cool looking. Like the blues were good. Yeah, and I just really like that atmosphere in general, which is new for me because I usually fall under the whole like, look how gorgeous it is in this forest. But this was just like, this just looks fucking cool. Like they put so much work into making such an atmosphere that was easily that you could immerse yourself in.
Yeah, I totally agree. I mean, I love that New England dock worker. I felt like it was all Moby Dick, clearly like fishermen's boats and stuff. And one thing I love about Star Wars is its ability to take these things that have existed way before and make it its own.
Yeah.
I mean, like all of the aliens, I guess the Admiral Akbars. You guys can correct me on this. I don't know what the species are called. Mon Calamari,
There
right?
you go.
The
Yeah,
Mon
yeah, Mon
Calamari,
Calamari.
perfect fit. Another perfect fit, the Cthulhu aliens.
Yeah, Quarren.
Quarren.
Yeah.
Perfect fit in this scenario. I couldn't think of two better aliens in Star Wars to have in this, Star Wars Liverpool or
It's
Star Wars.
fish.
Yeah, look at the fish boys on the water planet. That's amazing.
Okay,
I mean, like,
all right.
There's
no,
frogs.
I'm saying it is good, but I mean, also, I just thought, they betray him, and I was just thinking, why do all Quarren seem to have to be evil? Is it just because they're ugly? Like, I don't know.
I'm actually glad you pointed that out because that comes up later with the spider alien, the one with the hideous tube mouth.
Oh yeah, I think they're tusks. Yeah, we'll
Tusks.
talk about that later.
Oh,
Well,
okay, fine.
But it does seem like, yeah, a lot of these aliens just they have to be bad because they look ugly.
In their defense, like Mando walks in covered in Beskar. It's like you can't show up fully decked out in Supreme and thinking people won't be like, all right, guess like what are we gonna do? Like,
Yeah, how many Instagram videos do we need of people flashing cash around and then getting mugged before Mandalorian finally learns to put that shit in the suitcase?
like it's not even like it's very clearly like Beskar, and not only that, it's so shiny and it's just like you stick out, my dude. Like, what do you think is gonna happen?
In retrospect, it's amazing he's come this far with that outfit on. I'm surprised not every single person in the galaxy is trying to kill his ass. Nick?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I still think I just find those guys unnecessarily evil, though. Like, and he didn't. I don't know. Why does everyone want to try to just like kill him and take all of his stuff? I know he's got the armor, but I just think it's like it can't be that worth it to try to kill this dude when you know the Mandalorians are like really good at fighting.
The number of RPGs I've played where I've killed someone just for their fancy hat, like, completely goes against what you're saying.
But yeah, no, that scene in general, like, first of all, when he knocks Baby Yoda into the squid thingy. Ugh.
Oh, I saw that coming from a mile away.
I know, but still, it was still like, no, like,
Right, yeah.
the baby.
Wait, if we're talking about when we knew they were bad, then it was when they were talking and he was like, yeah, I'll take you on a passage. And I'm like,
right. And I
this
was
guy's
like,
laughing.
he seems shady. And I was like, oh, but come on. He can't just be evil just because he looks ugly and he seems a little shady.
That's a life lesson for you.
Like, that's just like racial profiling, you know?
Okay.
And then I was like, oh, no, okay, they are all evil. All right.
Ugly
Confirmed.
isn't a race.
Yeah,
No,
it
but
is.
he's talking about
when they're
Quarren
all the
specific-
Quarren
yeah.
species are evil.
I
yeah.
see. Well, yeah, I get that. That's true.
It's not like that was the only ugly guy. They all looked ugly.
if you meet an ugly person, they're gonna kill you.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Yeah, I'm
that's the
surprised
lesson.
why I haven't died yet living here.
Oh, no. Don't trust the
I
uglies.
cut this out.
Anyway, and then seeing Bo-Katan and those other Mandalorians, that was really cool. I really like the music. It was just like some cool, like, synth, like guitarish, like
Yeah, I feel like we haven't talked about like the music in the Mandalorian in general. It's by Ludwig. I don't remember how to say his last
Beethoven?
name. No, but he is actually like I'm familiar with him because he worked with Childish Gambino on like some of his very early albums and stuff. So I thought it was very cool that he actually ended up working on something like this, you know?
Yeah, very talented guy.
Yeah, no, super talented. Like, I didn't even realize it was the same guy, but he does some really great work. Like, I think he did so well.
Really cool stuff. And, you know, The Mandalorian is music that you wouldn't really expect to hear in Star Wars. And it just, it's so good. And it fits
Absolutely.
the character and the world really well.
I mean, when I saw your note about synth guitar, whatever. You guys listen to Gary Newman?
No.
Here in my car, I feel safest of all. Can we get that clip in here?
No.
Okay.
No, we cannot.
Well, everyone will know based on my singing.
I know Randy.
I don't think
Newman.
anyone's going to recognize it based on your singing, but maybe by the title.
We're gonna take a quick musical interlude now. We have Billy Joel here live in the studio to play his famous hit "Piano Man." I haven't even gotten to the good part yet.
Man. I don't know if I would have noticed, like, understood what that was if I didn't know.
No, if we didn't say Piano Man, you wouldn't know until he was like, it's 5 o'clock.
Yeah. Okay. Well, anyway. But yeah, no, those like Bo-Katan, it was really cool to see her. She's played by the voice actor who provided her voice for like the Clone Wars and Rebels, and Katie Sackhoff. She was really good.
Yeah, no, I forgot that was like a confirmed thing. So like I totally forgot that she was even going to be in the Mandalorian season 2. So seeing her, I was like, oh my god! And the funny thing is that when we first saw her, just because I don't know what voice actors look like, I was like, this is Bryce Dallas Howard.
She does resemble her.
Yeah, who directed this episode. And like, big props to her. This was a great episode.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
I thought
yeah.
the direction was a lot better than the episode she directed last season.
Absolutely.
Which was what, Sanctuary?
Episode 4. Episode 4. It was the one where it was the village.
Yeah. I'll tell you, I was so, because it was the part where Baby Yoda gets trapped in the little inner sea thing, and he jumps in. I was so scared, and when I saw that rocket, jetpack land, I was so excited. Partly yes, because my heroes were getting saved, but I really thought I won that bet with Nick. I was like screaming, and then there were 2, and I was like, wait, hold on, he's got a girlfriend, and then there were 3, and I was like,
well, firstly, I mean, the first one to come down is a woman, but it's cool.
Yeah, you're right. You can tell it's a woman because she got the curvy eyes on the helmet, and the other one's got the straight eyes. That's a
good brings up a point where people were complaining about the boob armor. And I watched this very long video of this guy who like actually studies medieval armor, and he was like, no, this is actually very practical, and the way they've implemented here is really, really good and subtle compared to like other media that portrays boob armor.
It's like she has breasts, it's not a secret.
Yeah, it's just like the things that people try to get upset about these days are insane.
I didn't even notice. I did not notice the boob armor on Bo-Katan.
It's very subtle.
Yeah,
it's not like a tasteless like, here are my breasts.
So there is a design purpose, right? Like I always thought they were just. It's funny though when like things have to be differentiated by gender. Always, like the helmet thing. I thought is a little silly. I mean, it does have a little character, but.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we do always see the females that we see have like a different style of helmet usually. I don't know why that is. I just figured that was like just the kind of style of helmet, one of the styles for her clan.
Right.
Like, because they're like the night owls or something.
Yeah, no, I thought it was directly related to that rather than like, I'm a girl and I'm going to make mine.
But he's right.
Cute.
He's right, though, because I think we've only seen females wear that kind of helmet, like with that sort of visor.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
But,
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not really complaining.
For those listening at home, the visor is called a Corinthian helmet used by the armies of Corinth in 356 BC.
Yeah, what now? I don't even know what to say to that. Okay, well, anyway.
Factual note. I wanted to put more facts in my writing.
Did you guys like the Baby Yoda's play date with the tadpole?
Oh,
yeah,
it was so cute. Oh,
I feel like it was like he's learning. It's like, this is why you don't eat the eggs.
Yeah. Oh, and he was so
Eggs as
upset when
friends.
Mando came back, and he was like, he just wanted to play with his friend more.
Yeah.
It's like, oh no, I don't need any more pets. It was very cute.
I'm like a bowl of jelly anytime that Baby Yoda comes on, man. I'm just like, all right,
I know.
do it. Do the cute thing.
Do the cute.
But even like the baby tadpole thing, when it first like emerges from like the egg, it just like, it's so cute.
Mm-hmm.
Like they nailed it. They know
got it.
how to get you.
They got me.
That was the most PG miracle of life they could have shown, honestly. But yeah. Hey.
All right, just move on.
Wait, I want to talk about their mission really quick at the end. When they're taking over the Imperial ship. Obviously, military intelligence isn't perfect, but they must have been lying to him. They're like, yeah, we've done the reconnaissance, and there's like a squad at most. And now, in my world, a squad means, I don't know, 5 people, 10 people. I went back, frame by frame. I counted every stormtrooper and an officer in that ship. There are at least 50 of them somewhere on that. How do you mess up that bad?
Yeah, I mean, I think this is a recurring theme. The Intel always seems to really inaccurately underestimate how many stormtroopers are in a certain area. They're always like, it's just a squad. Oh, it's just a skeleton crew. Oh, it's just like a few guys left.
Yeah,
Some
I think
remnants.
There just needs to be a rule
that's a whole army.
that whatever number they say, just multiply it by 5.
At least.
Yeah.
At least.
I mean, it's starting to, just because it was present on both episodes 3 and 4 this time around, it seems a little much for me.
Yeah.
But it does help that the stormtroopers were employing their famously idiotic tactics. Like one part where they're running down the bridge of the ship, like, yeah, let's bunch up together.
Yeah.
And like no cover. And oh, what's that? Is this a grenade?
Yeah, the grenade part, I agree. That was a little like, none of you guys see this? This was slowly rolling towards you. It wasn't just a smoke grenade, but like, that could have been like a lethal grenade. They didn't know.
Yeah, you should take cover, right?
A stormtrooper is just a casualty. Like, let's be real.
No,
here.
I know. They're almost dumber than battle droids. It's crazy. I mean, when you see them literally charging down a hallway together, it's like, where are you trying to get to? You're defending this area, right?
Yeah.
Like, where are you going?
I have never felt fear seeing a stormtrooper. Like, oh no, they're stormtroopers. So
Yeah, which is funny because in the introduction to episode 4, they kill his parents. And, you know, they're like hardcore, you know, thugs and, whatever.
Huh?
Like in episode 4, the stormtroopers are like straight up ice cold
Oh,
killers.
Oh, you're right.
Oh, I'm sorry. In Star Wars,
yes,
A New
yes.
Hope. Yeah.
In A New Hope,
Yeah, and they're like dangerous up until the famous scene where Han Solo runs down the hall, runs into 100 of them, and then runs back Wile E. Coyote style.
Yeah.
And that killed stormtroopers for a generation. That's it.
Yeah, I agree. I think, like, I mean, I know people complained about the Return of the Jedi, the Ewoks taking out, shout out to our boys, taking out, like, stormtroopers and stuff. But I will say, I think that, like, more recent media has definitely been depicting them as more and more inept each, like, time we see them. Which is like, it's fine. I just think, yeah, you're right. It's kind of taking any of the suspense out of being attacked by stormtroopers.
Well, actually, one more thing I thought was good is that the Beskar armor is capable because of what it is. Like, how often do you see the hero get hit, by a blaster? So the one dramatic part does come back right at the end when Mando is running down his suicide charge in the hall to deliver those thermal detonators, and he's like going down. And I was like, this is actually a useful characterization tool, which I thought was neat.
And it's interesting to see his style of combat versus the other more trained Mandalorians, where they're
Right.
like, all right, take cover, and they like work as a unit, because they have more than just themselves.
that's so good.
And then you see Mando, and he's just like, I got this, and he just like
Yeah,
falls over in the hallway with the grenade.
No, it was. I
was
really
beautiful.
like that though, especially like
Yeah.
bringing back to like his whole like belief system of the way that he approaches being a Mandalorian and stuff is new to people because just like we've definitely seen Mandalorian before, like it's no secret.
Right.
So when like they reveal their heads and stuff, and he's like, "Wait, what?"
Oh yeah, right. And I think I forgot to mention it is interesting that they say that he was a child of the Watch, which I'm assuming must mean Death Watch, which is like the radical group of like Mandalorians,
Right.
who are trying to go. They were, they were depicted in the Clone Wars. They're always trying to go back towards their more like brutish warrior ways. So it makes sense that they would, after like their whole planet is kind of like decimated, that they go back to like, all right, we have to go back to the old ways, and like it's too dangerous to even let people see our faces. So I like that. That was cool. That was really interesting.
I agree. I don't think it's nice when she mocks him and it's like, this is the way. It's like, come on, Bo-Katan, you're better than that.
Yes,
Yeah.
but we did get the payoff of her like genuinely saying this is the way at the end.
Yeah,
which
no,
I
for
thought
sure.
was nice.
Also true. I'm happy that they were cool with each other by the end of the episode.
yeah. I really hope that like sometime they can team up again. And, like that would be very nice to see them like fight. Maybe Moff Gideon, perhaps they could fight together.
Riders.
At the same time, just want to finish up on this episode.
Yeah.
The captain like committing suicide with his
Oh my gosh! Yeah.
with his little like
Electro pill,
that
or
was
whatever. He's like
lame. I hated that.
I know. I mean, I think it was just the execution of it because it's
Yeah.
not a terrible idea. It's just like it just looked so silly the way they did it.
Yeah. Ugh.
Yeah, well, I was actually a little disappointed because I thought the captain, for his very limited screen presence, had the makings of a decent villain, you know?
Mhm.
He was like ruthless, ice cold, and
Yeah.
he was, I don't know how he didn't get a chance to demonstrate his intelligence. I felt like they could have done more with him, but I understand, you know, they killed him off fine. But it was nice to see, because compared to the other Imperial commander, oh yeah, we've got them, you know, locked in the cargo control area. Ah!
Yeah.
Oh, what a doof.
What? You gotta
That
be
was good.
kidding.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
Also, I haven't really seen Rebels, so using the dark saber in general. I'm not as familiar with Rebels, so I don't actually really know much about it. So if anyone here does, feel free to speak.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I haven't heard. I didn't even hear about it until this show. You know, I didn't know what a dark saber was. This is kind of and Nick is
This is just
solemnly
so
shaking his
embarrassing.
head.
It's so embarrassing to be around you.
Apologies
With
to
Star
the
Wars.
fans at home, the real fans,
No, yeah, I know.
both sides.
Yeah, it's interesting because we don't really know why she lost it. Bo-Katan did have this dark saber back in Rebels.
Mhm.
So we don't know how she lost it. Must have been in this Great Purge. She's definitely got some history with Moff Gideon. I think it's going to be really interesting to see how that plays out. That's kind of all I have to say about it. I think it's cool that she's trying to hunt it down and like take back Mandalore as like their planet rightfully again. So I'm excited. I think that'll be cool.
How does he not know what the Jedi are? Seriously, how? Like,
The
is he just?
Mandalorian? I don't know. I mean, it doesn't really make sense to me how like most of the galaxy doesn't comprehend the Jedi and Sith at this point.
Yeah.
Right.
Because it's like all we know about this fucking thing.
Yeah.
Also,
right.
like, look, I mean, it's part of the legacy of his planet is his ancient fight with the Jedi, right? The Mandalorian's ancient fight with the Jedi. Like,
That's true.
The only
But that
headcanon.
But that was like thousands and thousands of years ago.
Well, but it's the founding origin, right? You would know it, I would hope, right? Because
True.
clearly other you know, Mandalorians know who the Jedi are and know what they do and so on.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how much you learn about. I don't know how much is recorded in their history and whatnot like that. Because she said, you know, oh, the songs of like their ancestors and the Jedi or whatever. But it's like, okay, but do you guys have textbooks perhaps?
Yeah.
Does anyone catalog any of this?
My only headcanon is that Mando is a guy who just didn't pay attention in social studies and is making his way through life, you know, ambling blindly.
This guy, well, I think, you know, after they destroyed the Jedi archives, how are you supposed to learn anything? Like the whole library's kaboomed.
I think even if you destroyed every copy of the Bible, people would know about stuff like, I don't know, Moses or things passed down through children, you know, I guess. Especially in the culture
Right, yeah.
so, you know, what's the word? Who places such a heavy emphasis on tradition.
Mhm.
You got to have reasons for these traditions. It just seems a little strange. I'll leave it.
I mean, I don't really know anything about Poland, though. And I am Polish.
Yeah.
Well,
So let's be fair. And that
you-
was like, that wasn't even as long ago as technically whatever this
Yes,
was.
but you were raised in a clan that de-emphasizes tradition, I guess.
Yeah, you're right.
We'll see.
Okay, and so Diana said it on the last episode of the podcast, but they really keep managing to make me love Baby Yoda even more with every new episode. Like, just everything they do with him. Like the opening when he's in the little he's inside the ship and he's doing
Oh yeah,
the
when
wires.
he's like when they're walking through the wire thing together.
Yeah, and he's like,
Very
no,
cute.
put the blue wire where the red wire was. And he's also, I do want to point out that they seem to be using a lot more like sound effects for Baby Yoda this season, like a lot
for
more
sure.
baby sound effects, and he sounds a lot more like alive, you know, than he did the first season. And
Right.
It's working on me. They're getting me real
He has
good.
big gizmo energy, especially when he like electrocutes himself and stuff. And I just really like seeing Mando like talk to him because he's like supposed to be like this big tough guy, and then he's just like, "Me okay?" Like,
Yeah, it's
so
awesome.
cute.
It's so
like I
adorable.
really like it.
What these liberal busybodies don't understand is that child labor is adorable. So let's make this happen.
Big ups to child labor.
Oh God.
Well, it's nice to be back on Navarro.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah. I love
I
seeing
don't like it.
Grief
Just
Karga.
kidding.
Yeah, I love seeing Grief Karga and Cara Dune again.
Yeah, no, just
Dope.
returning back to it. Just it's so much more like lively.
Oh, here's my Hoth take of the week. Cara Dune is the greatest role model for young women out there today, in my humble opinion. She is a straight up ice cold badass who cannot be stopped by all of these puny men. You know, I don't know.
All these ugly aliens can't even. I can't hold a candle to Cara Dune. Why are they like? We're going back to this. You had a note here. It was just all ugly aliens have to be evil.
Dude, the second I saw those butthole faces on Navarro, I was like, you filthy smugglers.
Yeah.
Do you know where those guys are from?
Yes, I do, but it's escaping me. They look like big arachnids. I feel like it was something in the original trilogy, episode 5.
It's in A New Hope in the cantina. It's that guy.
Yes!
His name is Ponda Baba.
He's the
Ponda
one.
Baba.
He's the one.
Just like he gets in the fight and gets his arm chopped by Obi.
My friend doesn't like you.
Yeah.
You can be that species in The Sims 4.
Oh,
Just
really?
so, yeah, no, that they look so terrible, but you can if you get the
they're called Aqualesh.
yeah, Journey to Batu. Yep, you gotta you can be that.
Also, I do want to say Cara Dune is a badass for sure, but like I'm sorry, her acting chops are just really not there yet.
Yeah, I agree. Again,
It's not terrible.
Star Wars is never a place I go for, like, you know, acting or anything like that. But it sticks out. I do think that it's great to have, like, characters who can do the stunt work for sure, because it looks awesome for sure.
Yeah.
But having less of a speaking role is also cool.
Yeah, no, I like that.
Okay.
I like that actor. Well, I like that actress and I like that character, but I think she still needs some guidance with helping her acting chops
No,
out.
I disagree. She acts like a straight up ice cold badass, taking out all the puny men around her.
Well, you see that, and all I see is someone who is a wrestler who can do the stunt work, and then when they try to like act tough, it's just like it just falls very flat when they say their lines. For me.
Cara Dune, I know you're listening right now. Do not ever change. Don't listen to the haters. Crush their
Wait,
tiny
so you're telling her
skulls.
not to improve her acting? Okay.
Look at this guy, fucking Werner Herzog over here. Is that a good reference? Give me another famous actor.
Yeah, he's good.
Fucking Leonardo DiCaprio over here. Only dates 21-year-olds.
I'm just saying, aside from Amy Sedaris, she's probably one of the weakest characters this season so far, like acting wise.
But she could drop that sick Ranger role. Am I right?
No, she
Anybody
was
catch
cool.
that Ranger
her-
role?
But like going back, okay, so and you know the other girl Mandalorian who was not Bo-Katan, right, with the braids on her head, that's also a like
She's a wrestler.
a wrestler or
Yo,
something.
wrestling is the greatest pool of talent we have out there.
But
They're
what
going to save America.
What I'm trying to say is she did really cool stunt work and whatnot in that episode, but they knew not to really give her a bunch of lines because she can't deliver.
Yeah,
them.
we'll just give her a dumb hairstyle.
Okay.
It's
Okay,
true.
wait, all right,
Sorry.
We gotta move past that though.
What's next? You guys are going to hate on my favorite actor, Randy Batista. He is the...
Who?
Randy.
Isn't
Batista?
it Randy?
It's Dave.
Dave. Ah!
Randy?
It's Randy.
I got to rename my whole fan club.
That's gonna be the title of this episode, Randy Batista.
Randy Batista. Where did you even get that?
Randy.
He's my favorite actor.
He's not your favorite actor.
And he's also not great at acting.
He's also not good at acting.
It shows that everyone can achieve their dreams. They're big and strong enough.
Okay. And so yeah, you have a note here. Finally, Mando gets some friends. Finally, someone not trying to just kill him and steal everything.
It felt after what happened on the moon of Trask. I wasn't gonna let you have that. After what happened on the moon of Trask, I was just glad to see homies. You know, people you can feel safe around. They're all walking through town.
Yeah, it's like his family, you know, that he made himself, and it's just nice to return to something like that.
And they're so happy to see him. I mean, how often does that happen in the frickin' Mandalorian? Someone's happy to see this guy.
I'm always happy to see him.
Yeah, well, everyone's always fake happy to see him just so they can like trick him. But yeah,
Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah, it was so sweet just having those characters come back. And yeah, you know, just like reestablishing, like he's not completely alone in this world, and he has people like looking out for him, and for sure, like, you know, I enjoy that kind of thing.
Yeah, it was so unexpected though for me because initially at the beginning of the episode, it's like, I think we need to stop by some friends for repairs. I actually was like, what friends?
I was like, we're not going back to Amy Sedaris, right?
True. What was that accent though?
Oh, I'm sorry. This
I'm
is what the
sorry, this is the
Mandalorian talks like.
He talks like this. He doesn't talk like this at all.
Care for a spot of tea, Garth Krieger? Grieve Garka?
No,
What's his name?
No,
It's Randy.
Randy?
Randy Karga.
Randy.
But he's like,
Randy Ortiz.
no, come on. He just,
No?
I don't know who that is.
Mandalorian's more like, oh, we gotta stop. Come on, baby Yoda, we gotta go get some friends.
I think you're both wrong.
Yeah, you're making me look like an acting genius right now.
Yeah, because you have to be a genius to act.
We gotta go see some friends.
Jesus Christ.
I can take you in warm.
The bronchitis is really hitting right now.
Well, he's got a very gruffly voice in that helmet. So anyway,
But he still sounds young. You know what I'm saying?
I've never seen a man so old but so young.
I don't know.
So tough but so soft.
So masculine, so feminine.
No, he's just perfect. So, Baby Yoda's first day of school.
It
That was
was
great.
come on, guys.
It was really cool to see like the protocol droid used that way. And
right.
I like the class,
But
the
just-
setup.
Dropping him off on his little desk, and then all the other kids are like, "Look at him."
It was like, why you put this? Isn't a daycare. This is school. It's like, what he can't
He
learn.
doesn't know
this.
what's going on. He just wants to eat. He gets a little macaroon or macaron. I don't know which is which. Sorry.
I did really appreciate seeing like a genuine like snobby child reacting to Baby Yoda. You know, because
Yeah.
everyone's usually like, "Oh, you're the cutest thing I've ever seen. I'll give you anything you want." But that kid's like, "Nah, these are my cookies."
Which
Like-
is a completely, look,
Which
you don't
is
have
great.
to share your snacks
I
with
know.
cute kids.
Exactly.
You know?
I love it. I love that person was like, "No, I'm not going to."
And then what is like all cute people in the universe? When he doesn't get his way, he fucking steals it.
That's true. That's what I do.
Oh, you goblin.
What the heck?
Anyway, yeah, no, that was great.
But now I wanted a macaron afterwards. A French vanilla macaron.
They do not taste as good as they look.
That is not true. You just had bad
It's a
macarons.
freaking fact about
I'm gonna
macarons.
order some
I
right
still
after
haven't
this.
had a good macaroon either.
It's a macaron. A macaroon is
No,
something
a
else.
macaron is the prime minister of France,
A macaron.
and the macaroon is the president.
A macarona. So,
Ooh, got him. Well, I wanted to talk a little bit about what's his name, Mithril.
Mithril. Yeah.
Mithril. The Mithril is the what? What kind of character is this?
Does he have a name? Because that's just his species, Mithril.
Oh,
I don't
great.
know. I have no idea what his
Great.
name is.
Yeah, I mean, when you call, you guys look at me, call me Brownie. They do. They call me Brownie.
You know, Mando seems to be cool with just calling people by whatever their race is. Like he called Kuil like Ugnaught, and he calls Mithril. Just like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Just seems like, is
He's
this the
not
most
woke.
tolerant guy?
Yeah.
He's not woke.
Cancel Mando, please. Hashtag cancel Mando. But yeah, Mithril, he doesn't seem like a bad guy. I understand he steals. He's like a klepto Shaggy, in my opinion, in this episode.
It was me.
Yeah, very happy-go-lucky guy, kind of like, oh, I don't want to do anything. I just want to, whatever, steal.
I think that they treat him kind of bad.
They
It's just
do.
like, you have to do the lava thing. Hurry up.
yeah.
Do it fast. You have to drive us. It's like
they are a bit mean to him, but let's consider that he did essentially like tried to steal money, like a lot of money. He was like trying to steal all this money from Grief Karga. And get away with it, and
The pass
just
is the
like
ass.
run away like a
Hold
little
on.
weasel.
Exactly how did Grief Karga get that money? I just want to point that one out.
Okay, but I don't know. Grief Karga is not a great guy either. I'm just saying.
Grief
Like,
Karga
if
is
you get yourself mixed up with the wrong people, and then you try to fuck them over, and then you get fucked. You can't really complain. I'm sorry.
I just don't like the veneer of justice being applied in this scenario. Grief Karga acting like he's Nelson Mandela, resemblance aside. I just want...
That's fair enough, but you can't help but like Grief Karga just because of his charisma.
Yeah, it's true.
That's how they get you.
I know. Anyway, okay, let's talk about the big like whoa, the big whoa.
The big whoa.
Oh, the big whoa.
So are those okay? So they go into this Imperial base. They're like, it's just a skeleton crew, and we know that's not true. And there's a million stormtroopers. And then they go in there, and they're like, wait a minute, this isn't what we thought it was at all. This is a lab. And so, are those some more pickled Snokes that are in those tubes?
Pickled
Is that
Snokes.
pickled Snokes.
It sounds like a real like food.
Yeah, they're just like making pickled Snokes.
Yeah,
right? I mean,
yeah.
because people are wondering if that is or not. I say, it kind of looks like it is. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, I can't imagine. Another theory that I've had is that they want to use Baby Yoda's blood, maybe to infuse it with Moff Gideon to make him force sensitive. But I just think, why would they need to have these weird looking clone things in tubes then?
Well, you gotta experiment on something. You don't just pump the blood into the prime, the prime guy.
No, I know, but wouldn't they just pump that into like animals or something?
Right. Yeah, I
guess
think they're
not
trying
animals, but I mean, like, the Empire doesn't care about people. They would just use normal human test subjects or something.
Yeah, they're
they wouldn't
clearly
clone
cloning
something that
something.
looks
I
like
don't-
a Snoke, right?
Yeah, I agree. I think this episode has a lot of tie-ins to the Rise of the New Order, which, thank God. I mean, we desperately needed that because there are so many questions. But yes, I think it's the Baby Snoke program, the high M count baby. That's what I
Baby
got.
Snoke program. Oh my gosh, can you? I'm just picturing now a preschool full of like shriveled up little baby Snoke,
Jesus Christ.
like daycare. It's the Baby Snoke program.
That being said, I am really like no more children's blood to help for these like being the big evil thing anymore. I'm tired of it. We can't do it anymore. We've capped it for like the next 10, 20 years.
Yeah, you say that. Where's that from? What other children's
It's
blood
in
trope?
My Hero Academia.
Oh.
That's like their deep, tragic, dark story thing. It's one of their arcs. And I'm like, all right, we get it. It's bad. Because the thing is that if we keep doing that, I'm going to be like, oh, it's just using children's blood. That's not that evil. They're going to normalize it for me. And we can't do it anymore.
Anime plug from a Weebs. This is now an anime subreddit.
You can't say a weeb.
Oh, from a wee asterisk B. It's a slur. But yeah, Baby Snokes.
Baby Snokes.
Anyhow.
I mean, I thought the escape was very cool. Like the action was like
Yo,
really
those
well
speeder
done.
bikes, just the launch of them, awesome.
Yeah. When they come out of the thing, and then that one doofus like crashes into the rock and blows himself and one other guy up. That was pretty funny.
I wouldn't call him a
liked it.
doofus. I wouldn't call him a doofus.
No, I mean, like, I think that was good at illustrating, like, this was not an easy thing to do.
That's
This wasn't just like,
Yeah.
we shouldn't have done that. Like, I like that. Like,
I like that they had the most competent stormtroopers in the whole Mandalorian season. The TIE fighter guys, those guys were smart, relatively speaking. They just got caught by surprise. It happens. And the speeder bike guys, pretty much, they had a good idea. They came up to the top of the speeder. They were going to blast their faces out. And then they got lucky because Cara Dune is a fucking badass.
Yeah, they did a better job than the normal stormtroopers. I'll give them that. Yeah. I like seeing the scouts. Like, I love that armor. And I really like, we surprisingly don't really see speeder bikes much in any of the other films.
Yeah, I thought it was good use of that for
Like,
sure.
I just thought that was cool to see those. That's one of those things. That's one of those legacy things that I'm like, yeah, show me more of that. Like, that is like cool, and it's not even. You can't even really call it cameo. It's just a thing that exists in that world that is just a cool like element to use. I think that's just used well.
Speaking of throwbacks, that reactor, anyone? Episode 4 vibes right there. I gotta go around the thing.
No, I don't get it.
There's no guardrail.
I mean, what I liked about that sequence was that I was genuinely invested in the characters that weren't like the Mandalorian or Baby Yoda. So like having a sequence that didn't revolve around them but still being engaged with what was happening was really cool, because I think being able to draw attention to these additional characters that aren't the main characters or whatever is not an easy thing to pull off, especially in Star Wars. So, I just big props on that for me.
Yeah, totally agree. And it really heightens the tension because, you feel like, okay, these guys aren't the main characters.
Yeah, I
so
thought-
Cara Dune could die.
Yeah.
Or at least I thought possibly that Mithril guy could die.
Yeah, no, I was like, if he dies, that wouldn't surprise me.
Especially when he's running down the hall. Oh, I'm sorry, wobbling down the hall. And he's got a giant backside. I'm like, that is a fat target for a blaster bolt right now.
Yeah.
But he made it.
I'm glad that's what you're paying attention to.
His
he
ass
dummy
cheeks
thick.
were dummy thick.
Thanks, everyone. Ewok Talk.
Ewok Talk.
Can we get a dummy
Bringing
thick
you
ass cheeks
the best Star Wars talk.
sound clip?
No. No.
I'll provide it.
Unlikely.
Oh!
So all that was great. That was wonderful. It was cool to see like talking about some first order kind of uprising things, especially even with the X-Wing pilot at the end. And also I just thought I did think it was weird, and Mo had this written down, that like this pilot guy is like, "Oh, I know you're from Alderaan. I served during Alderaan. Did you lose anybody?" Doof. My guy, you know the planet is no more. Like how can you even pretend to be like, did you lose anybody? Or maybe they all left Alderaan.
Or just like, what a stupid question.
Yeah, it's just like he should have just led with, "I served during Alderaan. I'm sorry for your loss."
Yeah.
He did not need that. I thought that was just so silly, that line of dialogue.
Imagine it's like 1943, and it's like, yeah, I'm from Stalingrad. Oh, no.
Did you hear?
Yeah, it was
Actually,
so
we
weird.
were on vacation, so we were unscathed. Thank you for asking.
Yeah, I thought that was just dumb.
He's not the smoothest chap, but I really like that. Again, another tie-in. There's something going on out here, out in the Outer Rim, and yeah, this is where the First World would come together. I like that the New Republic is a hapless new government, and most importantly, that the locals don't want to work with these guys. I don't trust the government, and neither should they. Keep that in there.
All right, get them, boys. We got them.
Yeah.
I also just wanted to say that I don't know how they'll feel when this podcast comes out. But people are still really like on the fence of whether this is related to like Snoke or the Emperor cloning, yada yada yada. And I think there is a line where that Imperial officer says to that like red Muppet spy that you will be well rewarded in the new era. So I feel like they definitely have to be building like, well, I guess the First Order and like the Palpatine thing are two different things, like the Sith Eternal. Which just...
No, say more. I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Well, the First Order is totally different from the Sith Eternal.
Yeah, what's the Sith Eternal? I don't know.
The Sith Eternal is the Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah, like
the red guys.
Oh, they were... Oh, those are separate?
Yeah, there's a whole... That's a whole different
Yes.
division of people.
Are we talking about the same thing? The red Sith troopers? Oh, they're different? Oh, well, look at that.
Yeah.
The more you learn.
Yeah, it's stupidly convoluted. Anyway,
What is this, Kingdom Hearts?
but that last shot of those those, I think they're droids. That was pretty cool.
I couldn't tell what they were, but they looked badass from what I could see.
I think those are dark troopers.
I think they're Dark Troopers as well.
It's like, because when you look at like, you pause it and look at them, they kind of look like robot stormtroopers, and that's essentially what dark troopers were when they were introduced way back in 1996.
Ooh.
The Dark Forces video game.
Ding, 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 ding. This guy.
I played that. I had it for PS1. It was a Doom clone. It was great.
Can I bring up one last cute Baby Yoda thing?
Oh, of course.
When they're in the Razor Crest at the end of that sequence where they're trying to escape and stuff, and the Razor Crest comes through and goes pew 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 pew. First of all, I felt very good about that. Like, as soon as I started taking out like the rest of the guys, I was like, it was the exact opposite feeling I had when the big spider thing in the second episode comes through, and it's like, oh no, what are we gonna do?
It was like, oh.
Yeah, but it was very nice, and they go like spin around. Baby Yoda's like, yay, he's having fun.
Yeah.
It was just so cute.
And he spits up on himself.
Yeah.
As a baby would.
Yeah, and then he's just like, oh boy. So cute.
It's nice to see Mando getting good, you know what I mean? Getting good at
Yeah,
something.
for sure.
Really delivering instead of like being tricked or being beaten up or like being hit by
He's
blasters.
like, did you forget?
Yeah. Jeez. Yeah, finally something going his way. Okay, let's move on. Now, let's go to Mo with the latest around the galaxy.
Thank you, Nick. It is a dark, dark day today here in Coruscant City as the latest reports come in of an unspeakable tragedy at the Jedi Temple. The details are scarce right now, but eyewitnesses report that several younglings were murdered last night in an attempt by a rogue Jedi to seize power from the Republic. One of our locals is actually here now. Sir, can you tell me how you're feeling after such alarming news in the capital? Yes. Well, it is as they say, Nick. Sand people do say the darndest thing. Back to you.
Okay. Thank you, Mo. Always a insightful segment.
Yeah, always good. Always a good time.
And they call me Moby-Wan Kenobi for a reason.
No, they don't.
No one has called you that.
Please start calling
Not
me.
once.
No.
I don't think I'll. No.
No.
All right. Let's move on to These Are the Droids You're Looking For, where we take some obscure, bizarre Star Wars merch and bring it to everyone's attention.
So I'll go first. The item that I found is very cool. Can be used for, when you get a little bit older. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
So it's a walker with 80 legs.
Yeah, wow.
And it's very silly looking. And like at first I was like, oh my God, what even is this? And then I thought about it more and I was like, when I grow older and if I needed a walker, this would probably be one that I considered. Just 'cause.
I don't know, man. I feel like if I already have trouble walking, I don't think I'm going to feel any better putting 80 legs on it and being like...
I just want to know whose idea it was to be like, what would be cool.
Right. I just feel like that is such a strange item to like create.
This is so good. Okay, yeah, no. When you see it, you're like, it's.
I don't think anyone can use that in like public.
We'll have to buy it and see.
Okay.
Break his legs. Whether you're conquering Echo Base or just a trip to the grocery store, AT&T walkers are here for you.
AT&T.
Look at this guy. Last week last episode,
Oh,
he
no.
doesn't know
Here
what
it
Echo
comes.
Base is. This episode drops it nonchalantly. Like,
I'm growing.
I don't understand this guy's database of knowledge here. It just does not add up.
Well, I jettisoned the knowledge of AT-ATs and I picked up the
Don't
knowledge
call
of
them
Echo Base.
AT-ATs. We don't call them AT-ATs.
What do you call them?
AT-ATs.
Yeah,
Okay.
I can't complain. A lot of people call them that.
Okay, but like, what would you call an AT-ST?
Atst.
Yeah, that doesn't make any fucking sense.
Darth Maul comes in. Hey-o.
Hmm?
I just feel like he'd be good at raves.
Oh, yes. All right.
My turn? All right. So you guys, those of you who know me know that I have a deep love of Star Wars and politics. And I wonder, is there a way for me to tie these two universes together? Well, I found the perfect gift online. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce a Yobama.
Okay.
It is the toy.
Is that a real thing, though?
I got the picture right here, buddy.
I don't think that's a real thing, though.
Take a look on the Instagram. Your favorite president.
Can you buy them?
Yes.
And your favorite Jedi.
You can buy them.
You can buy those?
Yes. Look
Okay,
at Nick.
okay,
He's
okay.
getting ideas.
Well, I mean, I'd like to own one now.
Be clear. Let me be. Healthcare.
Oh, my gosh. All right. Fair enough. So...
Obama. Sorry, it's so stupid.
Wow. That is something.
Yeah, it's gonna go great next to my other Obama merchandise.
Mm-hmm. Your whole wall in your room. So... Now, this isn't something that's necessarily unique to Star Wars, but it is something I wish that people would stop doing. For a long time, people have been like dressing their dogs up as things, and this is a little different. This is an interesting spin on it because not only is this a dog costume, but it also degrades the dog even further by putting like a little rider on top of it. So
Explain what it is.
It's a dog costume that like makes it. They're like one. So one of these examples is the dog is dressed as a dewback with a stuffed stormtrooper like attached to its back, and the other one's a bantha with a Tusken Raider on it, and they both look remarkably stupid. Like I would feel so bad for these dogs.
Yeah, I wouldn't dress my dog out like that specifically. If I'm gonna put my dog in some cool Star Wars stuff, it's not that.
No. I mean, that's something.
I love that you said degrading the dog. Like that dog did not consent to this. This is messed
He doesn't
up.
know what he's wearing.
Well, that's true, though. I mean, come on. I mean, I feel bad, like that
on
they're putting the dog in this stupid-looking outfit.
Like if it was a good outfit, the dog would be uplifted. Like, oh, look at this professorial dog.
I am of the opinion that you just really shouldn't dress up your dog like that. They don't want to be dressed like that.
Who doesn't like to see a little dog in a sweater?
Oh, I would really hate if you stopped talking like that.
You would hate
I mean,
it if I stopped talking like
I
that.
mean, I would love if you stopped, please.
All right, so
Got it.
so this week let's pick. So which of these would you find the most bizarre, like in your everyday life? Which of these items do you think is the strangest to have existed in this universe?
It's the Ad Walker.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it to
Yeah.
mine
It's the Ad
because the Yobama is funny, and that one is like, I know people who would do that. I know people who would dress their
Yeah,
dog.
no, but I don't really think I don't know anyone who would actually buy that. Like, yeah, the Ad Walker.
The
thing.
Ad Walker is clearly like a mid 2000s. Like, most of our fan base is getting older, so let's make a line of products for the kids back home.
Grow old with us, my friends.
George
Yeah.
Lucas has got to start using that. You know, when he stops taking those
Oh no,
blood transfusions
Georgie.
from children, confirmed
Confirmed.
here first, folks.
Confirmed. George Lucas does it. All right, well, let's move along to our news segment. Our fearless and inventive background hero of the week is the Ubi's bounty hunter, Boosh.
Boosh.
Boosh,
Boosh.
boosh, boosh.
Ah.
Sounds like a French pop group.
Yeah. I mean, you may recognize his armor as the outfit Leia used to infiltrate Jabba's palace. Boosh was a paranoid and cautious mercenary. He trusted no one, and he often demanded extra credits after successfully capturing a bounty. Whenever he moved on to a new employer, he would do extensive research on them in order to find incriminating items that he could use as blackmail in the event that they denied him payment.
Clever guy.
Yeah, that's pretty messed up. I mean, ultimately, in Legends, that led to his downfall because he tried to blackmail the Black Sun crime syndicate, and they just put a hit on him, and they killed him.
It's in the name, dude.
Yeah, I just don't know why I did that. But I mean, his fate in canon is a little bit different than in Legends. So in canon, interestingly enough, they've just recently created this for the Disney Forces of Destiny cartoon series. It's like for girls. It's to sell toys. It's to sell Barbie doll looking like Star Wars toys. They discontinued this. But this
What?
Was,
No
but-
way.
But this was so in 2018. They released like an episode of this where, and it's just a short thing, but it's Boosh is trying to kill Leia and Chewbacca on the planet of Ord Mantell while they're actually meeting up with Butthole Eyes, Maz Kanata.
That's what she's
Get
known as
that
on the
picture
streets.
on the website
Yeah,
now.
I mean-
Hey, you
she-
guys should know what she
Yeah.
looks like. It's no
We
secret.
all know she's got butthole eyes.
eyes.
So anyway, Leia, Chewie, and Maz knock out Boosh, and they like just steal his armor right there. And Maz is like, "Hey, here we go. Answer to all your problems. Just use this to get into Jabba's palace." And it's just very convenient for them.
Can you confirm she had normal eyes back at the time of that episode?
No, she had butthole eyes.
She had the butthole eyes?
She
Oh,
still
that was
had
before? Okay.
No, she always had butthole eyes,
That's
I think.
so
You know?
sad. Treatable condition.
But anyway, so in Legends, he was killed by a human replica droid named Gyuri.
Scary.
She later gave that armor to Leia on Rhodia for a different mission, actually, before the Jabba thing.
Cool.
And then she just used it also to infiltrate Jabba's palace. But I mean, so what I find interesting about Boosh is that we've never actually seen an on-screen portrayal of the actual character,
Right.
other than that Disney Forces of Destiny 2018 clip
Yeah,
that I was
if you
talking
saw
about.
that.
Yeah.
I mean, and no one saw that.
Yeah.
So I just think it's interesting because that armor, I think, is kind of iconic
Yeah,
in
no.
the Star Wars fandom.
Absolutely.
I don't know if you know what it looks like, Mo.
I do. After I looked it up, though, I'll tell you, it was quite the background character.
Yeah. I mean, like, because it, obviously Leia's wearing it, so she's a main character wearing a background character's armor. But it's really cool. Like I like the costume. It's used for alternate skins for Leia in a lot of Star Wars video games, like that amazing Masters of Terras Kasi.
Oh yeah.
Star Wars Fighter, Star Wars Demolition,
Woo.
and Battlefront 2.
Hey ya.
2017, the newer one.
Oh.
The reason why I chose this character was just because, I don't even have that many memories of before The Phantom Menace came out,
Mm-hmm.
But one of the clear memories I do have is, watching the original trilogy, being like, obsessed with how cool Boba Fett was and the mystery of that. And really, back then, the second most interesting like bounty hunter character to me wasn't even, Bosk or any of those guys that were in Empire. It was the Bouche costume that like Leia had. I loved that design. The helmet has, that interesting visor and like technological stuff, and the voice scrambling like Yoda, Yoda. Like it was just, it was cool. I really liked that.
Yeah, definitely. A little antenna. Don't forget the antenna. Gotta keep in contact with my other bushes. My other obese.
My other obese.
My main bush.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, we're still laughing. Still laughing.
I'm crying a little. Ferme la bouche.
Oh, you brought it back. You brought it back.
Bouche. Ouch time. Here comes some Bombad fan mail.
This week, our question comes from a fan of the podcast from our very first episode, Liam Scott, who asked, which member of the Jedi Council do you think is most likely to vape?
Oh, yeah.
Love you, Leanne.
Yeah, Leanne Schott is a very good friend of ours. Mo, who do you think is most likely to vape on the Jedi Council?
I'm so glad you asked me, Nick. As a seasoned vapist, is it vaponizer?
It's not vapist.
As a man who vapes, a man of vape, I have to say, the obvious choice, would be Samuel L. Jackson, Mace Windu, but that's not quite right. It's gotta be my man, Ki-Adi-Mundi, weird conehead man.
Ooh, no,
Ki-Adi-Mundi, big vapor.
No.
You guys are crazy.
I could not disagree more.
Yeah,
Look.
nope. There's so many other people you could pick.
Ki-Adi-Mundi looks like he's desperately trying to quit smoking in every scene.
Ki-Adi-Mundi does look chill, but honestly, like, if you know anything about the actual character, which I doubt you do, Mo. No. I'm sorry.
boosh.
I'm not trying to be a dick, but I feel like Ki-Adi-Mundi is definitely like the biggest narc on the council.
Okay,
Like,
here's where our misunderstanding is. You guys are talking about marijuana.
oh
Yeah.
no, but I mean, even if it wasn't a marijuana vape, even if it was just tobacco, what do you call
Yeah,
it?
Nick is
what
not
do you-
a seasoned vapist.
Nicotine
This
vape?
is just making me look more legit every minute.
No,
I too vape.
no. I'm saying even no matter what substance it is, Ki-Adi-Mundi is like the kind of asshole who's like, no,
You
I'm
shouldn't do
pure,
that.
and like you really shouldn't.
Yeah, that's not good for you.
Like,
yeah.
have you seen any episode of the Clone Wars or read anything about Ki-Adi-Mundi? This guy is like
No.
the biggest. He is the most
How
pretentious.
dare you even ask?
he is such a pretentious Jedi. Like, and I like him because he's a goof and he like cares about the Wookiees, but like, he's such a prick.
I'm tripling down. Ki-Adi-Mundi is Mango Jewel in his way straight back to the Kashyyyk to help
No.
out those boys. All right.
That's incorrect.
Okay.
Do you want to go next, Nick?
Oh yeah, my pleasure. So I picked someone that I don't even know if most people remember, but his name is Apo Rancisis. He is this really ugly looking like freak of a
This old
Jedi.
man, yes.
I mean, and you guys can't really even debate this because this guy definitely looks like he's definitely on every drug known to man.
I don't think he vapes. I think
And I
he
think-
smokes that. I don't think he cares.
Oh, he probably shoots heroin.
Yeah, straight into his face, clearly. Take a
what
look
they
at
call
this
me.
guy on Instagram, guys.
Heroin
Holy-
face.
I'm just saying, this guy's eyes are like completely bloodshot. Like,
His eyes are actually just blood.
Ugh.
so I mean,
Gross.
if anyone vapes on the council, I mean, this guy definitely vapes.
We're talking about vaping. I think we're like, come on, it has to be either Plo Koon or Kit Fisto. It's both of them are at a rave, vaping, doing other things and such. It's like they totally, like, I could vape with Kit Fisto. Is all I'm
Kit
saying.
Fisto is the smoothest Jedi.
Yeah.
I'll tell you
Yeah.
that.
Plo Koon definitely seems like he's just chilling all the time vaping because he's got that like mask on, you know?
Yeah.
So he's just like hanging out,
Vaping the thickest
Vaping.
clouds.
vaping thick clouds under there. And then I would say Kit Fisto is definitely like the party guy. He's
Yeah.
like a party animal.
He's
He's
a party
always
vape.
having fun, always smiling. He's always goofy. Like he's like a party vapor.
Yeah, you guys are way off base with the Plo Koon. You guys, the Plo Koon thing. You guys go to like hospitals, see people on like oxygen masks. Like, yeah, this guy. Yeah.
No, he just
He's
has
hitting
such a
fat
like
rips.
level head. It's because he's high all the time because he's vaping.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I
I
think
still my pick is still Oppo Rancisis.
I just want to say that I don't know anything, but what I do know is that Jarl Poof definitely does like the biggest bong hits among anyone.
I don't know. I think Jarl Poof is like the designated like he's just the bitch who has to go get everyone's like lunch orders and stuff. I don't think he really
That's
gets to
Anakin, dude.
participate
He can also
in
rip
vaping or
fat
anything.
clouds on a bong and get everyone else's like and be the bitch worker. I don't know.
Yeah, listen, every intern you've ever had is high on the job. So I'm going to
true.
give this one to Diana right here.
Thank you.
No.
Bing bing. As they say, bing bing.
We're not going to go with Oppo Rancisis.
Oh, no, I mean, that guy is on hard drugs.
Yeah, no, he doesn't care for vaping. That guy is like, he probably drinks vape juice. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they have to have, like,
This
special...
is just what I do to get to normal.
All right, fair enough. Well, I think that was another pretty good episode of the podcast,
Yeah, that
guys.
was a fun time.
That's another one in the books. Good job to us. Congratulations to listening. Any last thoughts before we sign out?
I don't have anything specific. My face is sweaty.
Okay. I cannot wait for next week because we must see Giancarlo Esposito for real. Like, in action. You know, they built it up. He left off the season finale. It's
We're not
episode
going
5.
to see him next episode.
Unbelievable. Triple or nothing, Nick.
Do you see? You
No.
think we're gonna see Ahsoka next episode?
Yep.
I agree.
Definitely.
Oh, what a tease that was.
Absolutely.
I actually watched both episodes back to back. So thank God I didn't have to wait a week between
Yeah,
when they're like,
this guy would have died.
oh, yeah, go see Ahsoka Tano. Actually, we're going to do a callback episode.
Yeah. Okay, but like our bet's still on, right? For Boba
Oh,
Fett.
for sure. Double
Boba
or nothing,
Fett
baby. Next
in 5
episode.
and 6.
5 and
okay.
6.
5 or 6. We're casting it even wider now.
The next time you guys see me, I'll be a rich man.
Come back next episode where we see Mo give Nick $40. We'll see you next time, and as always, nub nub.
Ba-da, 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 ba-da.
That's not our theme song.